We talk to our AI assistants all the time. But let's be honest, they only get the words we're saying, not the feeling behind them. Today, we're going to look at a system that could change all of that. We're talking about an AI that doesn't just hear you, it actually senses you. So, just imagine for a second. What if your AI could tell if you were focused, or frustrated, or just totally exhausted, simply by sensing your state of mind? I mean, how much would that change our entire relationship with technology? Okay, we have all been here, right? Picture this. You're stuck at the airport, your flight's been canceled, and you're about to miss a huge family event. You're stressed, you're upset, and your AI assistant gives you, "Take a deep breath." It's not just unhelpful, it feels completely tone-deaf. It can make a bad situation feel even worse.
And this right here gets to the absolute heart of what researchers are calling the AI empathy gap. See, our AIs today kind of assume we're always perfectly rational, totally calm, and ready to spell out exactly what we need. But that's just not how people work, is it? Our tech has no idea if we're tired or distracted or just really not in the mood to explain ourselves.
Well, this is exactly where NeuroSkill comes into the picture. It's a brand new kind of system, and it's designed specifically to bridge that empathy gap. It's a real-time agent that's constantly building a model of your actual state of mind, moment by moment.
So the core idea here is what's called a neuroadaptive agent. And the key isn't just that it can tell what mood you're in. The real game changer is that it actively changes what it does based on how you're feeling. That creates this truly dynamic, super personalized interaction.
So, how does this whole thing work? Well, it starts with someone wearing a non-invasive brain-computer interface, a BCI device, something like a Muse headband. This little gadget reads your brain signals and then shoots them over to a laptop. NeuroSkill takes those signals, processes them into a whole bunch of metrics that a large language model, think of it as the AI's brain, can actually understand and then use to shape its response.
So let's dig into that a little deeper. How does the system go from just a bunch of raw brainwaves to a genuinely helpful action? Let's break that process down.
It all kicks off with this raw data stream. The system is just capturing a massive amount of information in real time. We're talking different brainwave frequencies, your EEG bands, signal quality, complexity metrics. As you can probably guess, this data is incredibly dense and super complex.
And here is where the magic happens. NeuroSkill translates all of that ridiculously complex raw data into simple, understandable metrics. So all of a sudden, we're not looking at abstract brainwaves anymore. We're looking at your cognitive load, your stress index, even your level of drowsiness. It's basically a dashboard for your mind.
Now let's see how this all comes together in practice. So a user says, "Hey, I feel tired today." The system doesn't just hear the words, it actually checks the data. It sees their focus metric is way down and connects that to the fact that, oh, they only slept for 4 hours. So instead of some generic, useless response, it proactively offers a guided breathing exercise and it delivers it right to their computer's notifications. That's taking data and turning it into a truly helpful action. Right, so once you have this kind of capability, the potential applications are just fascinating. This isn't just some lab experiment. It really points to a fundamentally new way of partnering up with technology in our day-to-day lives.
Take education, for instance. A traditional AI tutor might give you some generic study tip. A NeuroSkills-powered tutor, on the other hand, can literally see when your focus is starting to drop off. It can step in at that exact moment and suggest a break to help you recharge before you get burned out. It's proactive, not reactive. Huge difference.
And you can see how this could ripple out. I mean, think about it in gaming, helping players manage stress to hit that perfect flow state. Or in wellness, proactively suggesting you take a walk the second it senses you're getting fatigued. And maybe most powerfully, imagine it as a new communication tool for people with conditions like ALS, translating nonverbal signals into intent and emotion. The potential is just massive.
Okay, but let's pause for a second. Whenever we start talking about brain data, these huge, crucial questions about privacy and control immediately pop up. And the creators of NeuroSkill knew this, so they've built their entire approach around it.
This quote from the researchers really says it all, doesn't it? They argue that this technology is just too important to be locked away inside a few giant tech companies. It absolutely has to be open and accessible to everyone.
So, to make that philosophy a reality, they built NeuroSkill on 3 core principles. First, it's fully open source, so anyone can see the code and build on it. Second, it's privacy first. The whole thing is designed to run completely locally on your own machine, so your sensitive brain data never, ever leaves your computer. And third, it's user-controlled. You can actually customize how the agent behaves just by editing simple text files. You're in charge.
So at the end of the day, the goal here isn't just about building a cool piece of tech. It's about putting this power directly into our hands, empowering every single one of us to understand and leverage the patterns of our very own minds.
And that brings us all the way back to that big question we started with. An AI that doesn't just listen to our commands, but actually adapts to our cognitive and emotional states. Is this it? Is this a real glimpse into the future of our partnership with artificial intelligence?